Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That brings back memories. I want you to meet, folks, Bob Salisbury. Hi, Bob.
Hi, John. How?
Hey, you're new resident to Big Bear.
Yes, I am. We'll be resident here 3 years this May, next month.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a life you've had with the organ. You travel all over the country still.
I do still doing silent motion pictures, and that's what I love doing now.
I thought they went out with the 20s, but they haven't, huh?
They are coming back with a vengeance. I'll tell you. There's not a city in the United States that isn't showing silent films now.
Really?
And they're it's due partly because of the American Theater Organist Society that go around and save these magnificent theater pipe organs, hopefully in their same venue that they were put in the first place. And in order to bring crowds out to the theaters and to hear the big pipe organs, they put on these silent films.
Wow.
And it's done all across the United States.
Isn't that amazing? I really didn't realize that. Now, when you go, do you carry your organ, or if they have a pipe organ, do you play it?
I use the pipe organ of the venue that I go to.
I see.
Play. Yeah. Now, here, in the case of Big Bear, I'm planning on doing a silent film. I will bring my own instrument for that.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're going to have one. You're the lead musician for the current Cats production of classic tales.
Well, along with Barbara and Paul.
And Paul, right. I was going to mention them,
Yeah.
the trio, a live orchestra.
Yes, it is.
With Cats.
Yes.
And they are also going to have another, in addition to their next two huge productions, they're going to have a silent movie night.
That is correct. That is correct. And I think it's the first one that's been done up here in Big Bear. I don't know of a silent film being played here ever.
Right.
So,
I don't recall it.
Yeah. So this will be a first.
Yes.
And it's going to be in a very, very exciting afternoon of silent films.
Wow.
May I?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
On the first half of the program, we're going to feature Buster Keaton in The Goat, and then we're after that, and that's about a 22 to 25 minute short film, and then after that we're going to do Charlie Chaplin and The Rink.
Oh, wow.
And it's a really, really funny short. And then we're going to take a little break, and then at the second half we're going to show The Last of the Mohicans, filmed in 1920, right here at Big Bear Lake.
That's right,
And
starring Wally Berry.
Yes, and I think that is very, very exciting.
What an event that's going to be.
And the surprise in this movie, which I found out later, is the fact that we have two uncredited actors in the movie playing parts of Indians, and that is Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi.
Really?
Yes, if you can imagine that. So it's going to be fun to see if you can pick these two stars out of the cast.
How long have you been playing?
I've been playing probably around almost 55 years now.
Really?
Yeah. So it's been a very exciting time for me.
And I was looking at your organ just a little bit ago, and it's a very specialized organ. It has so many bells and whistles.
It does.
You can do anything. You can from a single organ to a full orchestra.
Absolutely. And you know, it'll even do opera stars.
Really?
For example,
Sure.
you have your wonderful soprano. So it'll do soprano voices. It does nice string. So it just whatever, and that was my purpose of being here, was to give the sound effects to the play that's running here
Right.
now. You know, and so it's just a lot of fun.
Oh, I'll bet. Why don't you do one song that everybody would love to hear?
Well,
Go
all
back
right.
in time.
All right.
Just the one of your favorites, too.
let's see. Let's go here.
Okay, let's go down the road to Oz.
Yes.
Sound.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have anybody that has an organ up here, a church or anything.
I'm sure most of your churches have organs, I'm sure. In
No,
them.
most of them don't
Oh,
anymore.
they don't?
No.
That is really too bad.
Most of them just have their own worship teams of guitars and piano and
I
like
see.
that. But I don't know. Maybe the
Well, see,
Catholic.
all of that can be duplicated on this instrument.
I know it.
You know.
Are you available to do gigs? Or I mean, this is quite an instrument to
Well,
haul around.
It is, and I'm going to say I'm not available, and I'll tell you why.
Right.
Because after 40 some odd years of doing this type of work, my wife and I are finally retired, and we have finally found heaven to live in.
Oh, great.
And so I'd like to do one thing a year for Big Bear, and I'd like it to be for cats.
Oh, great.
And
Very
so
good.
Sarge has got me.
You bet. Well,
Yeah.
that couldn't be better.
Right, and but I do play every single day at home, and I do substitute at churches if they need an organist. I do that.
That's if they have an organ.
If they have an organ, I
Right.
will do that.
Sure.
And as a matter of fact, I am the associate organist for Arrowhead Presbyterian, and I'm also the associate organist for the Redlands Congregational Church.
Oh, very good.
So from time to time, I do play at both venues.
Now, wonderful.
Yeah, and love it.
I'll bet. You can tell in your fingers.
Yeah.
How about another one?
Sure, you bet. Let me get into something. Let me get into another user's program
Okay.
here. And then I'm going to do a fun one for you. And it's going to be Chinatown, My Chinatown.
Oh, sure.
And it'll even speak Chinese to you.
Wow.
So this will be kind of fun here. Okay.
cute that is.
Isn't that
You could
fun?
just do everything.
Anything you want, it's on here. Anything you want.
That is amazing.
So this is what makes this instrument, which is called an atelier, and which means artist palette or artist studio, because of all the things that are in it an artist would have in his studio, all the colors.
Sure.
And so we represent, we simulate the colors of an artist palette with the colors of inside this organ.
Right.
So anything you want, you can have.
Wow.
Right down to a nice little harp.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, and we can do guitars. Oh, well, now let's see here. Hold on. Yeah. Anyway, if any instrument you want, you can create from a guitar. To a piano. We have a choir. We can go to the old Hammond organ.
Amazing.
And well, like I say, just anything you want to create is in here. Anything. And you know, we have gorgeous strings.
Keep going on this one.
I'm sure some of your audience will remember Manhavani, the
Oh,
Manhavani
yes.
strings.
Sure.
Here we've got it. Isn't that
Beautiful.
wonderful?
Oh, that is. I tell you, I'm just amazed. You know, when you do the next one, I know you're going to do the silent movie one.
Yes, that's August
Why don't you
17th.
consider just doing a concert?
Well,
Just by yourself,
I'm-
with all the songs of the era.
I want to talk to Sarge about that as maybe the following year down the line.
Sure.
You know, because she puts on 3 programs a year here.
Yes.
So I want to talk to her and see what her schedule